When I turned 75, I thought I had found a peaceful place to spend my golden years. A nursing home seemed like the perfect choice, somewhere quiet and safe, where I could relax and enjoy my time without the stress of managing a household. But little did I know, the reality of life here is nothing like what I expected. It's easy to get swept up in the idea that a nursing home is all comfort and care. But once you're actually living it, things can feel very different. The truth is, there are so many things about this lifestyle that no one tells you. From the lack of personal space to the struggles of adjusting to a routine that isn't your own, it's not all peaceful. I've faced challenges I never imagined, and some days I wonder if I made the right decision. I'm sharing these hard truths to help you understand what life in a nursing home is really like, so you don't make the same mistakes I did. If you're thinking about this choice for yourself or a loved one, trust me, you need to hear this. If you found this video helpful, or if you can relate to my story, please like and subscribe to our channel. I'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Let's start a conversation and share our wisdom. I remember the day I first moved into the nursing home like it was yesterday. It wasn't my idea, really. My children, concerned about my health and independence, thought it was the best option. At 75, I had been struggling with health problems, little things at first, like joint pain and the occasional forgetfulness. But it slowly started to get worse. I couldn't manage the house anymore, and I needed more support than I was willing to admit. They said it was just temporary, a place to get help. "You'll like it, Mom," they reassured me as they packed up my things. I trusted them. I trusted that it was the right choice. But no one ever really tells you what it's like to live in a nursing home. People think it's a place for the elderly to be pampered, a place where you can relax and be taken care of in your final years. But let me tell you, that's not the reality. It wasn't the peaceful haven I imagined. It was more like a prison. The isolation, the constant noise, the loss of independence. Every day I felt a little more like I was losing myself. One of the first things I noticed was the overwhelming sense of loneliness. It wasn't just the absence of my family. It was the absence of everything familiar. The faces were new, the smells were strange, and the routine was alien to me. Everyone was in their own world, struggling with their own battles, and even though there were hundreds of people around, I felt more alone than I ever had in my life. The silence of my own thoughts was deafening. The staff were kind, but it was clear they were stretched thin. There were always too many patients and not enough hands. I remember needing help to get out of bed one morning, and it took almost an hour before someone came to assist me. That was when the first wave of regret hit me. I wasn't sure what was worse, the pain from waiting too long or the feeling that I had become just another number, just another task to check off on someone's busy list. You quickly realize that you are no longer an individual, but part of a larger system, a system that, no matter how well-intentioned, is designed to move you through as efficiently as possible. There's no space for you to be who you were before. The staff, as kind as they may be, are overworked and underpaid, and they're constantly rushing from one task to the next. You become a set of needs, not a person with a rich history and a lifetime of memories. But it wasn't just about the staff. It was the other residents too. As much as I tried to connect, there were too many people with their own struggles. Some were physically unable to communicate, others had Alzheimer's, and some just wanted to be left alone. I found myself struggling to find meaningful conversations. The isolation wasn't just physical, it was emotional too. The more time I spent there, the more I longed for the world I had left behind. But what truly shocked me were the moments of fear that crept in. I had always thought of old age as something I would simply accept, a natural part of life. What no one tells you is how terrifying it can be. The frailty, the helplessness, and in a nursing home, you're constantly reminded of it. It's not just the physical decline, it's the mental and emotional toll. You start to wonder how long you'll be able to care for yourself, how long before you become like the others who can no longer remember their own names or who they are. At 75, you expect a certain amount of peace, of course, but there's nothing peaceful about the constant noise of the other residents, the beeping of machines, the sounds of people struggling to get out of bed, the overhead announcements. You begin to feel that you're in a perpetual state of chaos, and the longer I stayed, the more I felt the walls closing in. The fear of losing my autonomy, the fear of being forgotten, the fear of being alone. These were things I never fully understood until I was trapped inside those walls. There's also a weird sense of guilt that comes with living in a nursing home. You feel like you're taking up space. You start to feel like a burden on everyone around you. And for those of us who were once fiercely independent, that feeling is one of the hardest to accept. I thought I would be doing well if I just stayed out of the way. But it turns out that's not really living. It's simply existing. As much as I tried to make peace with my situation, the lack of control over my own life kept eating at me. I didn't realize how much freedom meant to me until I had lost it. The ability to make simple decisions, like what to wear, what to eat, when to sleep, was suddenly taken from me. Every single choice was made by someone else, and if I voiced a preference, it was often dismissed. The structure of the nursing home, despite being designed to help, was a constant reminder of my limitations. The biggest shock of all, however, came when I realized how quickly time starts to slip away. I had expected to live out my days peacefully, but the constant hustle of medical appointments, therapies, and interactions with people I barely knew made it hard to stay connected with who I was before. You begin to feel like you're waiting for something to happen, waiting for death, waiting for a visitor, waiting for a new experience. But the days blur together, and before you know it, months or even years have passed, and you've lost track of time. But I'm not telling you all of this to scare you. I'm telling you because it's the truth. I wish I had known these things before I made the decision to move into the nursing home. It wasn't what I expected, and it hasn't been what I wanted. And if you're considering this path for yourself or a loved one, I want you to really think about what you're getting into. Because at the end of the day, moving into a nursing home isn't just a physical change, it's a change of soul. You lose so much more than just your independence. You lose your connection to the world, to your memories, to your past. And once it's gone, you realize just how much you took it for granted. You've heard the saying, you don't know what you have until it's gone. Well, for me, I didn't know what I had until I found myself here, looking out the window at a world I could no longer be a part of. To wrap things up, the key takeaway is simple. Never rush into a decision that could impact your future and your independence. I made that mistake, and looking back, I wish I had taken the time to explore all my options. When it comes to something as significant as where you'll live or how you'll spend the next chapter of your life, it's crucial to slow down, consider all alternatives, and truly understand what you're getting into. Your future is too important to make hasty choices that could limit your freedom or well-being. Life in a nursing home isn't something people often talk about, but it's important that we start the conversation. Many people aren't fully aware of the challenges and restrictions that come with it and the emotional and psychological toll it can take. Sharing stories like mine is a way to spread awareness, to help others see the reality of these choices before they find themselves in a similar situation. This isn't just about where you live. This is about how you live, and no one should feel trapped in a situation they didn't fully understand. So if you found something valuable in this video, or if you know someone who might be facing a similar decision, please share this message with them. It's about helping each other make better choices, supporting one another, and ensuring that everyone knows they deserve more than just a place to exist. They deserve a life that's truly theirs to live. Let's continue to spread awareness, empower people to take control of their future, and make sure that everyone has the tools they need to make decisions that truly reflect their needs and desires.